Sweet Science Brothers come to you live from NYC. What up, YouTube boxing fans? It's your boy Av, also known as the Double D, and it's my main man Girth right here, my bro.
Girth, baby.
And we're here to do the Andre Ward versus Sullivan Barrera prediction. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen in the fight. And I'm going to leave the floor to my brother here. His predictions are, I don't know, it's like 90% almost, 95. He's very solid.
Oh, I already know what's going to happen.
So,
but you know what? I'll let my brother tell it first because mine is going to happen. So I'll let him give what could possibly happen, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen in the fight.
All right, so like I've said in a few of the previous videos I've posted up, we differ on what could happen in the fight, which is not unusual for us. And anyway, it is what it is. I'm just going to be brief with mine, or I'm going to try to be. I think that Andre Ward is going to have a lot of trouble with Sullivan Barrera. I think Andre Ward is going to have a tough time dealing with Sullivan Barrera's size. But more importantly, it's not just the size, because if it was just the size, Andre Ward is a world-class fighter. That wouldn't be a big deal. But it's the Cuban amateur background, the fact that Sullivan Barrera has solid fundamentals that a lot of other guys don't have these days. And so I basically have two predictions, really. It's two outcomes that I see in my mind. The first one is Andre Ward wins a decision, okay, and struggles against a very formidable foe. He gets buzzed several times in the fight, but comes through with the win. You know, he's in Oakland, and, you know, it's very unlikely that Sullivan Barrera beats him by decision. Everyone knows that. Sullivan Barrera himself, if you go to ringmagazine.com and see an interview, he said it himself. He's like, I'm looking for the knockout. I'm gonna box to the best of my abilities, but I'm looking for a knockout because we're fighting in Andre Ward's hometown, and I think it's very unlikely that I'll secure a decision victory there. I'm really happy that he has that mentality because that's a fact. You know, he's not winning no decision. If it's close, he's not winning a decision. I don't see that happening. So, I mean, the only way Sullivan Barrera could get a decision against Andre Ward is if he beat the crap out of Andre Ward like the way Marcos Maidana beat up Adrian Broner, and I don't see that either. So you know, so my main prediction is Andre Ward wins a very tough fight. But my secondary prediction, which I hope happens, I feel like it's possible. My brother thinks I'm crazy, but I'll tell you. I think that Andre Ward's going to have a real tough time with this guy. I think Andre Ward is going to try to do his mauling tactics, clinch, try to turn. He's going to clinch, pot shot, and try to turn Sullivan Barrera and thrust on him. But what I think is going to happen is that when he attempts all of these things, he's going to discover that Sullivan Barrera has decent footwork and is capable of turning with Andre Ward. I think Sullivan Barrera's jab is going to be a serious problem in this fight. But what's really going to be the factor that's going to give Andre Ward trouble is Sullivan Barrera's body shots. I think that in every exchange, he's going to stab Andre Ward with a big body shot, and I think that they're going to accumulate over time, and Andre Ward will, you know, start showing the effects around round 6, 7, and Sullivan Barrera is going to, you know, start breaking him down from there. So, you know, my first prediction is Andre wins a tough decision, but my second prediction is, you know, Sullivan Barrera by knockout, you know, round 8, 9, 10 maybe. I would like to see that happen. I hope it goes down. Like I've said before, you know, I feel like Andre Ward, a lot of his wins were just, I mean, he beat the guys, but I don't like Andre Ward's style, and I felt like he was significantly bigger than most of the guys he faced. We all know that Andre Ward in the amateurs was a light heavyweight, so he's always been big. At 168, he was a big guy. I never felt like he was the smaller man. And the only time I ever saw him fight fight guys his own size. For example, was with Sakio Bika, and he had a lot of trouble with Sakio. And imagine you have trouble with Sakio Bika, right? Imagine what type of trouble you're gonna have with a guy even bigger than Sakio, who actually has a solid boxing fundamentals. It is what it is. Uh, it's just my prediction, and I'm not scared to be wrong because I gotta say what I gotta say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is, and my brother doesn't agree with me, so I'm just gonna turn it over to him for now. What do you think, Off?
Yo, you know what it is, man. It's girth. Yo, I think this is gonna be like a easy ass fight for Andre Ward. It's gonna be a nice tune up for the Kovalev fight. I've been giving a lot of, I've been giving Andre Ward a lot of shit over the last couple months, maybe the last couple years actually, because his level of opposition has been slacking. But you know, Sullivan Barrera is definitely a step in the right direction, and because he's gonna fight Kovalev at the end of this 3-fight deal, you know, like I said before, that shit is for all the pound for pound marbles. If he were to, I'm for let me just, I'm totally looking past Sullivan Barrera. Like, he's just a fucking doormat. Like, it's gonna be like 11 rounds to 1, 10 rounds to 2, maybe 9 rounds to 3. Andre Ward, and Andre Ward's not, you know, like, it looks like, yo, he's eating his Wheaties, man. That extra couple fucking pounds between super middleweight, that that almost 10 pounds between super middleweight and light heavyweight looks like it's gonna play, you know, a positive role in this dude's fight. He looks good in training camp from what I've seen. His link is looking husky, like he's got some fucking calluses on his knuckles and shit. I got Andre Ward just kind of doing that Floyd Mayweather shit, that like pot shot, hold, disrupt Sullivan Barrera's game. Sullivan Barrera, Sullivan Barrera's green, bro. He ain't ready to be in there with one of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound. Like, Andre Ward might not have it, you know, and that's one of those things that we'll just find out when he doesn't have it. But listen, if I'm Sullivan Barrera, I'm trying my best to prepare for the Andre Ward from the Super Six. You don't prepare for an opponent that's probably going to be worse than he was at one point. You know, if you don't have any evidence to suggest that he's going to come out that way. So, you know, he didn't look bad against putting Paul Smith either, though. Like, people say that he looked bad. I don't think he looked bad exactly, but, you know, and then even with Sakio Bika, it's like Sakio Bika kind of made Joe Calzaghe look bad, too. Like, he's just a...
Joe Calzaghe did better than
he did better.
Andre
He did
Ward,
better,
and that was a more prime Bika.
He did better. But like, Bika is like, you know, he spoils your boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's a ugly ass. You know, he's just got to, you know, and he's still hanging around and shit. I know that he gave one of the Durrell brothers a fucking problem last year, so true. He's still around, and he's a big dude. He's brawling. Sakio Bika is brawling, but you know, I see like Andre Ward. I mean, okay, during the Super 6, we didn't have the channel up by that time. You know, during the Super 6, Andre Ward, in my opinion, was like one of the best fighters in the world. You know, on that Floyd Mayweather Jr. shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, if he could continue that style of fight, I have no doubt that he's going to beat the shit out of Sullivan Barrera. And, you know, it might look ugly. But, you know, he might style on this young green boy. You know what I'm saying? He might style on him. But... you know, I'm not even thinking about that shit. I'm thinking about Kovalev versus fucking Andre Ward. SOG, pound. It's for pound for pound. It's for all the marbles. That's the fight I'm thinking about.
Yeah, everyone's thinking about that.
That's the fight I'm thinking about.
That fight...
and I'm thinking about a Postall Crawford fight, too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look at this smile right here,
that's
man.
What I'm thinking about.
mean, those two fights right there are outrageous. They're so good. Those two fights right there are so good that as a boxing fan, all I have is fear that something's going to go wrong and spoil our hopes and dreams, man.
I want Kovalev to win.
Look at this smile, bro.
I want Kovalev to win because I like Kovalev, but... if Andre Ward fights Kovalev...
no, if he beats Kovalev... listen,
I'd be a hating motherfucker to be like, yo, fuck Andre Ward after he beats Kovalev. It's like, nah.
Oh, I'm always going to be fuck Andre Ward, but he'll still be pound for pound number one if he beats a Kovalev.
He'll be number one.
The Crusher is the best fighter in the fucking world, bar none. There's nobody better than him. He's number fucking one pound for pound.
Unless
it's just he is the
Floyd
truth right now.
Mayweather Jr. comes out of retirement, and then you know the pound for pound list gets altered a little bit because He's TBE. Come on.
Get the fuck out
He's
of here.
TBE.
Nah, I don't agree
That's
with
something
that.
you guys also might not know about me on this YouTube channel, because I've been a little upset with Floyd's decisions and some of the things that he says outside the ring, but I've always been a huge-ass Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan. I wouldn't call myself a Flomo.
This guy right
but
here,
I was
bro.
a big Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan, so if Floyd Mayweather Jr. theoretically would come out of retirement, yo, TBE, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
Nah.
Money, baby. That's
Nah.
it. That's it.
Let's keep it. Let's go back to what we were talking about originally. Andre Ward versus Sullivan Barrera. Avni gave you the scoop here. He sees,
9 rounds to 3.
Yeah.
If it goes 8 rounds to 4, I am surprised, and Sullivan Barrera will always be a decent contender.
You changed it to 9 rounds to 3?
No, I want to say 10 rounds to 2 or whatever, but I'll give Sullivan
9
Barrera,
to 3, huh?
I'll give him that like energetic youth. You know, he's gonna try his best to win the fight. I think by the 4th round, I think Sullivan Barrera in the early parts of the fight is going to take tremendous damage, because I think he's actually going to try to win the fight. I don't think he's going to give up on himself.
Oh, he's coming to win, bro.
You know.
Anyway, so you guys got it from him, and I'm just going to reiterate what I said. I think Andre Ward's going to have a really tough time.
And also,
I think that I think Sullivan Barrera is going to knock this guy out. I hope he knocks Andre Ward out, because like I've said in the past, listen, I've been wanting to make videos about how I feel about Andre Ward, but other people have done it already. Carcino, shout out to him. He talked about the Super 6. Precise Presenter, other YouTube guys have mentioned how they saw the Super 6 tournament as being built to like make Andre Ward look fantastic.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
I feel that way. I completely agree with it. Andre Ward's the only fighter in the tournament that never left Oakland, California, never left his hometown. Okay? And look, ever since the Kessler fight, I disliked Andre Ward. Why did I dislike Andre Ward? Is because all the headbutts, the elbowing, all this other stuff that he didn't even have to do. He could have just beat Kessler.
It's protect yourself at all times.
He could have just beat Kessler. No. I don't respect that. And
it's a part of the game.
Ever since, yeah, it's a part of the game. If he tries to fight like that in Denmark or England, he'll get his ass disqualified. I'm not into that part of the game, and no true boxing fan is either.
I'm all about the dirty fighting. I love Maidana.
I'm not into it. Listen, Maidana's the best.
Chino.
Listen, I love Maidana, but the thing is, being dirty here and there, it's a part of the game. But when it's excessive and like the ref is allowing it and it's like nothing's being done, like that was messed up what he did to Kessler. And like I said, he could have beat Kessler without all of that shit. So I didn't like it. And I just don't like the way, a lot of his fights pan out. Like
I think he's very dull as a person, and he's very stale on the commentating.
Oh, he's got
table.
the personality of an inanimate
He's not
object,
he's
like
not as
table.
bad as Roy Jones Jr. though. Yo, HBO needs to get rid of this fried beans ass motherfucker. Yo, this guy be saying
they
this.
They
yo,
I haven't seen him commentating.
Yo, they don't even need Bernard Hopkins. Yo, they need to bring back Lennox. Lennox, I'm coming for you. They need to bring back Lennox. Maybe even George Foreman, man, because he always talked about that jab. He'd be like, Jim, he got. No, I was doing the Roy Jones.
I miss Foreman.
The Roy Jones voice. Yeah, Foreman's announcing wasn't bad.
You know who's terrible too, though? I don't like Bernard Hopkins, man. I don't like his announcing.
I don't like. Well,
I like him as a person. I like to listen to him talk.
He's smart. He's smart in what he says. It's just that I don't
like his commentating.
There's something about his commentating I don't like too much. But I think the dude's a fucking genius on some level. Like on that Mike Tyson level, that stupid retard education, bro. They got they're mad smart in a way and really dumb in others, you know what I'm saying? So
listen, guys, me and my brother were talking. This is the second time we're trying this out here. It didn't work the first time. It is what it is. But me and my brother were talking about this. And my brother thinks my opinion of this fight is outrageous. And I told my brother, I said, listen, I told you Victor Postol was going to beat Lucas Matisse and possibly knock him out.
Yeah, you did.
I said that. I wanted to post that opinion on the channel. My brother thought it was laughable. So I said, you know what? You don't agree with me, but I'm going to just say, I'm going to speak my mind on it. If we're wrong, we're wrong. I got Sullivan Barrera for the win, baby. Knockout.
Yeah, I got
That's
Ward.
it. I hope it goes down. And if Ward wins, he's going to have a lot of trouble with Barrera. That's just my opinion.
I got Ward winning easy. Just treating this motherfucker like a doormat and shit. Imagine Roger Mayweather's voice. Like, he beating the shit out of him. You know that Roger Mayweather voice? He beating the shit out of him. Imagine that voice. That's what I'm saying is going to happen, basically.
A whole lot of holding.
So, a whole lot of holding. No, that's from the Sergio Martinez when he knocked out Paul Williams.
Oh, man.
Yo,
Anyway, guys, you want to wrap it up or we're good here?
That's basically it. Yo, my bad I haven't been making videos, man. I really don't have too good of an excuse, except that, I've been playing a lot of fucking FIFA and shit. So, yeah, that's my shit, man. I play a lot of FIFA. I'm one of the best. But I will be making more videos, but boxing's been pretty dull. I mean, you all know. There hasn't been too much shit coming up. I've been wanting to make these, like, personal attacks at YouTubers or boxers themselves.
Me
like,
too, bro.
I've been wanting to... I mean,
it's a waste of time.
It's like I said, I'm a huge Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan as a boxer. When he gets in that ring, it's magical. It's, like, the best fighter I've ever seen. But he doesn't get in that ring with the fighters that I want to see him fight at the times that I want to see him fight them.
Exactly.
But I've always thought Floyd could beat all of those guys that he's beaten at the right times. The only time I thought Floyd Mayweather lose a fight, it's 2 times. I thought Manny Pacquiao from 2009, when he was probably juiced out. The Manny Pacquiao who beat the shit out of fucking Margarito, that, when he was going mad crazy, that Manny Pacquiao I thought would have beaten Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I actually thought Marcos Maidana was going to win the first fight. And I thought that shit years before the Adrian Broner fight. I just thought that Maidana was a little bit smarter than people thought he was. That there's sort of like a Bernard Hopkins type of education there. Like, he'll hit you 2 times clinch. He learned the shoulder. He learned the rolling with punches when he fought Eric Morales. I just thought he was good for Floyd. And I did think he won that first fight. But other than that, I always thought Floyd would beat Cotto. I always thought he'd beat Mosley. I always thought he'd beat Pacquiao for the most part. I always thought he'd beat these guys. I love the fact that he fought Canelo. I know the catchweight shit is something to talk about, but I knew, that's still a big deal in my opinion. I think Floyd Mayweather is one of the best fighters in the world.
All right,
if he comes out of retirement, TBE, son, the deal. You know the deal.
F all of that he just said right there. Let me just say...
The money team.
Yeah, please stop.
The money team.
Stop. Listen. Let me just end this off right here with the Sullivan Barrera, Andre Ward. One more time. I just want to conclude with this. Another thing that has made me really think about this, okay, and... others have said it. Shout out Precise Presenter once again. I love you, brother. He posted a video where he said 2 things that really intrigued me about this fight. One, the fact that Sullivan Barrera had a guaranteed shot against Sergey Kovalev, guaranteed, and he opted to fight Andre Ward instead. Okay. That tells you right there that he considers Andre Ward an easier challenge than Sergey Kovalev. I have to completely agree with him on that.
I'm sure he thinks that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
You think
Kovalev won't just beat you?
Would you fight Kovalev over Andre Ward? Exactly.
No. I don't know.
Case closed.
Kovalev is
case closed.
Kovalev...
Wait. I was gonna make a second point, but you agree. Case closed there. Point number 2. HBO hasn't been promoting this fight the way they normally do, man. There's not a lot of promotion here. And I get the vibe that a lot of people are being like, there's a lot of risk in this. There's a lot of people who aren't sure what Andre Ward can bring to the table due to all of that inactivity, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
this is a... Look,
I know
Sullivan
Barrera can come back from an Andre Ward loss.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
It'll be his first loss.
I think that they think maybe because he hasn't fought in a while, they're banking on a lot of rust. I mean, he fought Paul Smith, but he hasn't fought anybody with skill in a while. So they're banking on some rust. Kovalev, though, he won't just beat you. He'll fuck your ass up.
He'll hurt you for life.
He can kill you.
He'll hurt you for life.
He's whooping people.
Listen, and
so I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't want... Like, I would have told Sullivan Barrera, even if he was the mandatory, I'd have told... I mean, he was, but I'd have told Sullivan Barrera for a couple of years. Like, yo, you got a promising career, kid. We'll catch him a little bit later. Let's go the slow route. I wouldn't have Sullivan Barrera go in there with somebody like Kovalev. Nobody can handle Kovalev. Nobody from 160 to 175 ain't nobody handling Kovalev. Yeah. That's a bad man, right?
Kovalev
there.
is he's number 1, bro.
That's a bad
but
man.
Listen, so that's how I felt about it. And shout out again, my boy Precise. He put it pretty simply about those 2 points there. And I think Sullivan Barrera, I completely agree with you. He's completely green. He doesn't have.
Bro, he didn't even
he doesn't
get his
have.
beak wet.
He
hasn't even gotten
hasn't.
his beak wet.
He
yet.
hasn't, and there's nothing anyone can dispute with you on there on in that regard. But he has tremendous power, solid boxing fundamentals, bro. The guy has a tremendous jab, tremendous body punching, excellent defense. So his defense is on point. His footwork is really good, and just the sheer size of him. And there's just a lot to Sullivan Barrera, but he is green. I will just leave it at that.
And but I don't think that those things are enough for somebody to beat an Andre Ward. It's like Floyd Mayweather Jr. said to his many opponents that he's felled. It's different at this level. Every time Floyd Mayweather Jr. says that, it sounds like he's just talking shit. But that's a fact. When you get to that upper echelon, those best fighters in the world, the best of our era, those Andre Wards, those Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s, those type of fighters, Sergey Kovalev evidently, when you get to that level, you can't just be fast. You can't just be strong. You got to be all of those things. And Sullivan Barrera, he just doesn't have that shit. And he probably never will. That's my opinion. 9 rounds to 3. Andre Ward's going to win. That's what's going to happen.